Hello. Oh, I hope everyone who is watching, whether on VOD or live, is doing well. The last half hour has been a bit of a pain in the ass for me. Laptop decided it wanted to be a pain in the ass. And then Streamlabs wouldn't do its thing properly. So, yeah, that's not important right now. What's important is that we have minis to paint. So yeah, let's paint some minis, shall we? Ugh. All in aid of campaign against living miserable. Campaign against living miserably. There we go. If you are not aware of them, they are a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful charity working to help people who are in need of mental health support. So that's something that is very close to my chest. So, yeah. We are 40% of the way there. We have raised £40 so far of our target of 100. We had a wonderful anonymous donation the other day between streams, unfortunately. I say unfortunately. I would have liked to shout them out on the stream, but also, every little bit helps, even though that wasn't a little bit, that was a lot of bit. So yeah, thank you to that anonymous person. You're wonderful. So yeah, we're getting there. Will we hit 100 by this time next week? I do not know. I hope so. I think that would be wonderful if we could hit that target, that goal. I have ideas of what to do if we hit 100. But beyond that, I don't. I'll discuss that when we do hit it, because that's more fun. Because it's more fun that way. Yeah. So I'm going to try and stream for. It's 2:30 now. Nearly 20 to 4. 20 to 4? 20 to 3. It's because I was thinking about going until 4. I could go longer. Maybe 6. Have a good solid 4 hours of painting. That would be fun. Maybe hop into Discord. Do some chat to some folks there. Which reminds me, let's open Discord on my phone. I don't think we've got a hobby hangout. Area. So I'm going to do that now while people are still piling in. Voice. Hobby hangout. Hobby hangout. Hobby hangout. There we go. Create. There we go. Yeah. I'll also copy the link into there. Cool. Am I coming in clearly? I hope so. As clear as my old headset will allow anyway. I checked the audio back the other day. It sounded alright. There's a bit of a buzz, but again, I'm using a shit headset. Yeah. So, what are we going to be painting? I figured we'd continue painting the ODSTs. I have new paints. I have, so I can continue making them grey. I have new shades of grey. Let's get the box out. So I had a game of Halo yesterday against one of the people in the local area. That was our, I want to say, third game? That's not too loud for people. There we go. Well, Discord loads. There we go. That's all the paperwork and the board and the tokens. More tokens. There we go. Let's. That's ready. We're all 2.0. Still a little bit bummed that it's 2.0. There we go. Cool. There we go. I am now in Discord. If anyone joins us, I'll have to screen record. I'll fix that. I'll, have to, mess around with a few things, but I don't even know if people are going to join, so. Okay, so what do we have to paint? We have our ODSTs, as I mentioned. You can actually see them in fairly decent, alright light. They're very grey at the moment. So that's the fire break. That's the special purpose trooper. That's, I think, yeah, that's the second lieutenant or lieutenant, depending on your preference. That's the captain. That's a bullfrog. That's also a bullfrog. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone. So that's the second fire break with this shotgun that I'm not using. Yeah, that's everyone. Cool. So let's move the laptop away from me slightly. Grab our handy little bit of tissue. You will notice that my hand is clean. Will that be the same in 2 to 4 hours? No. No, it will not. So let's. put my new paints. New paints, my new paints, my new paints. So, two of them. I acquired three of them. So, we have three new paints. We have uniform grey. We have ash grey. We also have, not for this project necessarily, but I picked it up for ideas. We also have blue-green from Vallejo. So, yeah, nice set of new paints. Yeah. So let's find ourselves a brush. So let's find ourselves a brush. I forgot to wash these brushes on Tuesday. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So who do we start with? I would ask the chat, but there is nobody here. So I'm just going to reach for the first one, and that is the bullfrog. So let's get our uniform grey. And shake it up. Really nice. I'm shaking. I'm going to check my phone. That should do it. Whole dollop of paint that I can remove from my palette just like that, because it basically just turns into plastic when it dries. There we go. Nice dollop of grey. Make sure the light's on. It's not. Okay, that's fine. We don't need the light right now, just yet. I don't think... No, we probably do. Okay. we go. I think I am going to turn the light on, actually. God damn it. I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen. Not that I think I have one. Mostly because I'm literally going a couple meters away. So, yeah, I'm going to just turn my mic off. There we go. Cool. I can now see what I'm painting, which is helpful. There we go, that's better. Try and dust his knuckles a bit. Once again, no, not the cable, please. There we go. Once again, need to remember I should probably be hugging this thing a little bit more. That way, I get the light, and I can still somewhat look at the screen. Not that looking at the screen helps me, but it helps you because it's face. Yep, that's a clip. Just face. The magnification on this isn't so helpful, as much as it's just a good light source to have when it's kind of dreary outside, so I don't have much light. I'm not looking forward to having to paint this guy's visor. And I've dropped him in the paint. You know what would be useful to prevent that, don't you? One of these. What about my brush? There it is. These things do not have nearly enough grip. Just want to paint your vest, mate. There we go. Yeah. There we go. There's one guy who's a bit more grey. Sod it. The second bullfrog's up next. Let's see how many times he gets dipped. Go over this jump pack thing. Try and avoid the actual booster things, the thrusters that get him up. Good Lord. Go. I don't even know if I'm gonna go up to the next stage of grey. I think this is quite a good colour, especially once I wash it. There we go. I'll dry brush. Dry brush the top of the rifle. Where the ammo counter is and the sort of cheek pad on the stock. Beyond that, I don't know if I'm going to be painting much more of the gun. There's his boots. Get more of this guy's vest again. Could have done with having the pouches black, but I can go over them later. Let's try and get the inside of this guy's hand. And the outside a little bit. There we go. That's a bit of his hand. Let's finish off the helmet. There we go. Let's see. Oh, inside of his leg needs a bit of work. Go. There's our two bullfrogs in a nice sort of urban grey camo. Well, not camo, but urban grey. You know what I mean. There's our second. I need to load up on more of this wonderful uniform grey. Maybe a little bit too heavy, but hey, it's all going to get used. I still have several more lads to go. think that will do. It's backpack. Getting a bit of a getting a bit of a brush. Kind of like the idea of these guys having equipment on their legs. It's an interesting look. Go back over a bit of the leg. Trying to avoid the undersuit. The underarm and the inside of the arm a little bit. And I think he's done. Oh, I'm liking the look of them now. They're starting to come together, and I love that. That was the wrong Ray. I am an imbecile. I'm going to put that tray over there, so I'm not doing that again. That's not good. Don't like that. So what I do now is put the tray I want in there. There we go. we go. I'll give the battle rifle a bit of a drabber so that when it's painted, I'll probably go over the battle rifle in a dark. I'll use like a contrast or speed paint black. It's got some colour to it, but colour or contrast, but it's not completely, devoid of features. There we go. Yeah. There's 4 done. We're almost ready. We're almost ready for the fun bit. Adding, something that differentiates them even more. So, a fire break with the chunky flamethrower. He did. Lord, it was fun. Like 4 or 8, and just turned an elite into just ash. That was a good time. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. There's me using my... What? What do you mean? I hope my audio's been good, because I just looked up and saw that I had the usual notification I get when the pop-up I get when I plug in my earphones, so, or headphones in this case. So I hope the audio's been good for the last half an hour, 40 minutes. Yeah, closer to half an hour. Hopefully that's been good. Because that would suck if the audio's been crap. Because like, the audio's not going to be great to begin with. So I'm not using a very good headset and mic. Go. Again, we'll get the backpack done. we go. It's a little bit awkward because I'm having to try and get under and around flamethrower. Get under the arm a little bit. Go. There we go. Paint more of his head. There we go, there's the fire break pretty much done. And now for the captain. So, only two. Okay, that's fine. For a second there, I thought, ooh, 3 people watching? That's fun. Don't often get that. And there we go. Work has begun on the captain. So I want to differentiate each of these guys a little bit. What colours should we have for each of them? I'm thinking red or orange for the fire break because, you know, fire. Or yellow, actually. I did just get this blue. Green, blue, blue, green. So might as well use that on at least one of them, I guess. Maybe the bullfrogs, because blue, sky. Load up a little bit more of that grey. make sure both sides of the knee, or leg rather, get paint. Also trying to avoid the undersuit. And you've come off the fucking stand again. In the back there. A little bit more in the back of his leg. And like that. I think they're done. Well, not done, but like this stage is done. I've got a bit of grey on them. Let's try the method I did the other day. There they are. A little bit grey. A bit more grey on them. So, yeah. I'll post pictures in various places again, like I did last time. Okay. That's a thought. If anyone else is watching this stream and fancies and has the, means, the spare means to do so, please, there we go. Please scan that QR code, or I am about to drop a link into the chat. No, that's the YouTube link to the stream. It would be massively, massively, massively helpful if you were able to donate. That's YouTube. That should be the link. There we go. Yeah. Link I just dropped into the chat is a link where you can donate if the QR code, for whatever reason, is not working. Though it's not showing up on Streamlabs. So I don't know if that's working at all. Hopefully it is. Maybe Streamlabs is just being weird. Maybe. That's interesting. And slightly annoying. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is Same color. Yes, you are. Okay. Just shit lighting, I guess. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I am going to try and hunt down some extra colours. Unless they're right here. They are not. That's a shame. That would have made life easy. But we can't have it easy, can we? Ugh. So I'm going to go into my box of wonders. You get to look at my awesome t-shirt for like seconds. There we go. Let's go into the box of wonders. What do you want? Uniform green will do us nicely. Ochre brown will also do us nicely. Olive drab's actually quite a good colour. English uniform green. Green brown will be useful for the ground textures. As well, beige brown. Buff. Sand yellow. It's a flesh tone. I think these are all flesh tones now. Light orange could be good. Yeah, let's... Shining silver. Okay, we can come back to the box of wonders later on. For now, I'm going to put the fire break back on. Going to go for uniform green, giving it a nice good shake. Whew. Drop it onto our palette. Now what brush do we use? Not you, not you, not you. You. Yeah. Get a bit of a point on you. said, a bit of a point. There we go. And then we're just gonna go over the, mostly, let's make sure that the paint's not coming on too thick. Yeah, that's fine. That green's a little bit brighter than I wanted, but okay. We're gonna be washing this mini anyway. And also, well, it'll be a nice pop of colour on otherwise quite dull looking miniatures, I guess. So yeah. Brighter than I thought it would be, but that's fine. And the other plate. Okay. To get the underside as well. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit of green on our fire break, which is nice. Anything else that I could do with adding green onto? I don't think so. Yeah, no. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to give them their accent colours. So, I said orange, red. Let's go for orange, red on the fire break. Let's switch over to a new brush. Not only a new brush, but a brand new brush. That I'm not sure how to get into. I found it. Come on. Out you come. Out you come. There we go. New brush. New Vallejo brush. Drop. It's more orange than I wanted, but hey ho, that's fine. We'll live, we will live. Just the tip. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the head. This light's getting in my fucking way again. Not perfectly centered. This is... I don't often paint. Not that this is particularly fine detail, but this is more fine detail than I am used to painting. There we go. I'll go back to that later, I think. For now, let's go with the blue-green for the bullfrogs, I think. Ooh. more of a snap, crackle, and pop than I expected. More willing to just squirt out than I expected. Make sure I've got my green on my brush. Okay. Bullfrogs. I'll paint the backs of your thrusters a little bit blue. Hold still, hold still. Jesus. There's one thruster. And the second one. Didn't go to the second bump on this one, so I shall on the first. There we go. There we go, now it's all even. Sorry, I'm not talking much. Going to concentrate a little bit. On not fucking this up, basically. Need a little bit more paint on that. I really like that blue as well, actually. Yeah, I don't know if that's showing up. That's a shame. That's a really nice blue. Give him his blue head stripe as well. There we go. That was fucking nerve-wracking, that was. I think that's a little bit bright now. But once I get a wash on that, that's gonna be toned down a little bit. Um, yeah. Oh, we've got the blue out. Where's the second bullfrog? Where's the second bullfrog? You're the second bullfrog. This arm is a little bit more difficult to paint because the arm's in a more tucked in position. There we go. We've got 2 people watching the stream. I know I'm one of them. Okay, there we go. There's come on. There we go. think I need to wet my brush a little bit. There we go. Need to do the helmet and the rest of the backpack. Go. Now the helmet. There we go. Could do with a second light, really. One for my face and one for the miniature, because at the moment it's it's a little bit dreary looking on my face now that the sun's fucked off for the day. Quite happy with that. That's the second bullfrog painted. Let's add some paint to El Capitan, shall we? What colour do we make El Capitan? I'll pick that up when I'm done. I've already got blue. And I've already got orange. Let's go with a flat red. Yep, let's go with a flat red, shall we? There we go. There we are. That should do us. Like wearing the same kit as the bullfrogs. So we'll paint them in vaguely the same places. So this red is a little bit less vibrant than the fantastic blue-green. Put a little bit of this red on his chest. Turn him upside down. More easily get to the areas I need him. Okay, 2 people watching. To the other person who's watching, what should I do? At the moment, we've got a small red stripe on his chest. Do I fill in the rest of the chest for this lad? If I unclip the light again. There we go. Give you an idea of what he looks like at the moment. Do I paint the rest of the chest? Or do I leave it like that? Excuse me. Because I'm not sure. I kind of like the look of the sort of single stripe, but also I also like the full red chest armor look. Which reminds me, we should go back. Might have to go back and do the others. Give them more their correct coloured chest plates. Either way, let's crack on with the helmet. go. Well, let's give our special purpose trooper some love as well. Let's make them pink. Let's use all the colours I've got right now. There we go. Small dollop of pink. Where did I put the brush? Dry brush. You're not it, you're not it, you're not it. There you are. Another quite nice vibrant colour actually. Go. That's go. Onto the other arm. There we go. There we go. As a special purpose trooper done, or at least with his sort of identifiers. Okay. We're at 4:15 now. Once again. Excuse me. Once again. Putting up the challenge. Of someone to drop a message in the chat before, let's say, 4:30. If we get either a, let's raise the stakes. Let's go either a donation by scanning that QR code. It's in the top screen left, I guess. Either a donation or a chat. I will continue painting for another 30 minutes. Let's see how we're doing. In the Jingle Jam stream. Tiltify. Search. If we've had another donation, nope, we are still sitting at £40. Yeah. Yeah. 13 minutes left. Either a donation or a message in chat. I will continue streaming for 30 minutes. Or, alternatively, if someone joins the Discord call, I'll also continue if someone joins the Discord call. Anyway, what colour are we going to paint our second lieutenant? Um, bronze. Let's make this guy medium sea grey. It is a marginally brighter colour than his armour, I think. So let's go with that. Yeah, that's quite a bit brighter. That's what we like to see. There we go. There we go. There's the shoulder. There we go. That doesn't stand out as much as I'd like, but I think once I get everything dulled down with a wash, I think that's going to look quite good. Also, medium sea grey I think would look quite good on the Bullfrog's assault rifle. So let's quickly touch that up. Bit of work on the stock as well. There we go. There we go. What time are we at now? It's 4:25. Okay. How do we kill 5 minutes? Yeah, let's. I don't know what else to do for like 5 or 4 minutes. What I'm gonna do is put the light on my face for a bit while I just chat. Yeah. So once again, thank you for checking out this stream, whether you watched live or if you caught it after the fact on VOD. Every view means so much to me. Yeah, this. I think this channel has done so much good this year. Earlier this year, we raised £230 for Switchboard, which was fantastic. Thank you for everyone who donated to that. And now, in December, we've already raised £40 for Calm, Campaign Against Living Miserably. So thank you to everyone who's donated to that as well. I think that's, that's incredible. I can't, there aren't enough words to express how grateful I am to be able to do this and to have people around me, whether that's on the internet or in person, who have that sort of compassion and empathy in a world that I think has been taught to not have compassion and empathy. So yeah, thank you. Going to be streaming again later on this week. I might try and stream tomorrow. Definitely going to stream Tuesday. And then I'm definitely going to stream on Sunday next week as well. Yeah. What time is it? It's 29. So, yeah. Thank you. I know I've said that a lot already. Yeah, I'm going to chill out now. What is that noise? Oh, it's an engine. It's some prick in a motorcycle, by the looks of things. What a twat. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for that. As ever, link is in the QR code there. Donate what you can, if you can. I can't stress that enough. Every pound goes towards mental health and suicide prevention. Like I said, something that I feel quite strongly about. Hence why I'm doing this. Yeah. That'll do me for today. We have had no new messages. I will quickly check the page. I don't imagine we've had new donations in the last 5 minutes. We have not. Thank you for watching. I will see you either tomorrow or Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that jazz.